I am here! Welcome back to Followers of Mayhem! So, in the last episode, we were stalking some bandits. Poor Kagura isn't with the group. Oh, I wonder what he's talking about with his family. And, there's a shifter, and they have a pan flute. Wait, was it a pan flute? Panpipe, that's it. Sorry, I get the two confused. So, has everyone rolled initiative? Okay, so what did you get? Whoops. Okay. 12.19. Okay. Will do. Can everyone hear the music? It tends to be a little weird. Full. That's fine. Well, you can lower the volume in the settings, so it's just hard to balance things sometimes. So, Rura, you're up first. Timer is beginning. Yep. She has her own initiative. Nope, you rolling. You control it during combat. Yes. So, a few things of note. We're trying a couple new things this session. We're going to be doing a social initiative and we're going to be having a timer during combat. Now, if the timer ticks down to 0, there's no ill effect. It's just to help players get a better idea of how long they're taking. Yeah. See near her armor class, hit points, and speed, that if you look to the right, there's a small D20 there which says in it. You click that. Okay. And her rolls are still whispered. I will fix that, but she got a 16. So, you're fine. Alright. I know what it does, it just... Yep. Okay, so, yep, it did. Roll your attack. Okay. So, you attacked this guy up top here, yes? Okay. So, you bring your bow back, you aim a little bit, you tilt it a bit as you aim it, and then boom, headshot. He collapses. It's the bandit captain's turn. They point, they look to this, and then they go, Buddy, can't get good help these days. And so this guy steps forward. Oh, that was loud. This guy steps forward. So the first guy, Shikon. I don't know what that means, but can you just remember to mute it if there's going to be a lot of sound. Okay, so the scimitar. A 21 will hit, so you take 2 slashing damage from the bandit, and the other guy comes forward, and he brings his sword down once, twice, thrice. So, Fiona, your mic is being a bit loud. Fiona? Okay. 1 second. I forgot to bring up everyone's ace. Oh yes, that's right. People put it in their thing, so I wouldn't have to. Alara's 18, so only 1 hit. You take 6 slashing damage. So that's a total of 8 damage. Alright, this guy moves 30 feet. Nope, he moves 20 feet. Nope, he is going to avoid Allah and move here. Rura, you take 3 slashes. 1, 2, 3. Rura is 15, so only 1 hit. You take 8 slashing. The 2 other bandits lift up their bows and they take 2 shots at... Yeah, they'll attack the rogue because they don't like him. This guy down here and this guy over here. This guy and this guy. This is a combat map. When in combat, you ignore the background because the map's set up for 5 feet. Otherwise, it'd be like 20 feet, and everyone would be grouped together in a tiny space. I mean, houses aren't exactly. If these were actual houses, then they'd be the size of a doghouse. So they both miss. So this guy charges forward over to here, and this guy is going to kick his buddy out of the way, and he's going to hold his swords and hold an action and say, "Come at me." So this guy, 1, 2, 3. Shikon's AC is 17, so you take 2 hits. 1, you take 13 damage. You watch as he brings his blade down once, twice, and you dodge the 3rd attack. He growls a bit in frustration. Fiona. Shikon. Fiona. I mean, this guy spoke up. He said he said you just can't get good help these days. I mean, it's hard. Sure, you can be the leader. Okay. What's the save on that? Okay, so he rolled a nat 1, so he's held. So he's paralyzed, so he can't attack. I believe that's how it works. And that is your action. Is there anything you want to do? Okay, Alexander. Okay. You summon the blade of the Hollow One. Okay. So, as you send it out, a weird chill seems to begin to envelop the man, and he shivers for a moment, glancing over to you with a bit of confusion. Okay, Kagura. Shh. Basically, if you step up to this guy and attack him, then you can step back and he can't attack you. Oh. Yeah, basically, you'll always have sneak attack. Essentially. Mm. Essentially, they get advantage whether there's an ally there or not. So, sneak attack. I know, sneak attack. What's up? That's what I meant. Okay, roll it. Okay. Oh, it hits. Roll damage because I forgot to set his shit up to automatically roll it. So the guy takes 9. Okay, so I'll just subtract 7. Okay. Dennis. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So is that just an attack? To here. Okay, okay. So, okay, and dex. So, here, and it's half damage if they succeed. So, this guy is frozen solid. This guy shivers and shakes. He does not feel good. And this guy just shrugs it off. Shikon. Okay. Alright, so you swing your battle axe down with a sharp cry, and whoosh, you critically injure him and he staggers back a step. He is now. He now has. He. You know how. You now have his undivided attention. Mm-hmm. Okay. Allah. Okay. Uh, Vienna, is that one of those spells that ends when they're hits, or just when concentration? Okay, got it. And he makes a save every turn. All right, roll. Roll. Okay. So that's a hit. So roll another damage dice because it's apparently an auto crit. So yeah, just click Shillelagh. Okay. Okay. He doesn't. He just sort of. He does not look very happy. I. Fuck. Screw your interrogation. Sren. Vera? So, you're in melee range? She's in melee range, so that will be with disadvantage. Yes, but you could use the. You could use your, I believe they can use their bonus action to disengage, so you could have Sren step back. Again, just pretend the buildings aren't there. It's just so Sren can just move back in any direction she wants. All right, roll your attack. That's a miss. So Sven was so eager to prove herself that she fired too quickly and the shot went wide. Rira, it is your turn. Huh? Ah, yes, you're right. Alright, Rira. That you can, but it will be with disadvantage. You would have to leave the. Alright, roll it. That's a hit. Okay, roll it. You can add it to your... You can add it to the attacks. But, yeah. Okay, is that everything? Roll it. Okay. And is that your turn? Alright. It's their turn. So, this guy is paralyzed and cannot move. These two. This guy is going to... well, no one came at him, so he's just, gonna go for the very squishy mage that is all alone. He's not within 5 feet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so amazingly, he only got 1 hit in. So you take 5 slashing damage. But the bandit behind him also takes a shot. And they get a 12, so it does hit. So you take another 9 piercing damage. This guy is gonna attack Shikon. 1, 2, 3. Your AC is 17, so only 1 hits. And then the bandit behind is also going to take a shot at Shikon. 16. Oh wait, that's with advantage. He has just normal, so that's a nat 1. His bow shatters in 2. This guy decides... You did not. No wait, you did. You took 9 slashing. Yeah, it'd be 4, rounded down. Okay, so the last guy is going to move here, provoking an attack of opportunity from Kagura. No, Ruru's still within 5 feet. So. That hits, roll damage. Okay. So you slice him, cutting off a chunk of his armor, but he just gives you a glare and he turns and heads for the unprotected target that cast a weird spell on him. And he's going to bring his blade down and strike. 1, 2, 3. Okay! So... Yeah. Okay. So... 9... Oh wait, that's right. Only the... 1 second. Okay. So, as the blade swings true 3 times and cuts through his armor, Alex's shirt is torn and glints against something underneath. Instead of blood, as the armor falls away, you see the blade hit a small triangle section of scales going down Alex's chest protectively. Vienna. Okay, roll it. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a definite hit. So, you see just these 1,000 cuts appear all over his body, and blood begins to. Okay. So, though, if Alan does move away, that provokes an attack of opportunity. So does Valen move away? Okay. Alright. That's all. Sven. Yeah, I don't, yeah. I say, I'm just gonna let it go on your turn because I'm lazy. It's one less initiative to worry about. That's... Okay. Sven. Rura. Hello? Okay. So, I'll send her a message and tell her to let me know when she gets back. And we'll pass Ren and go back to her in a second. Alex. Alright. Twice. They shot an arrow at you too. Okay. Roll your hex. Okay. Alright. Boopity boopity boo, that hits. And yeah. He's not looking too hot. In fact, he looks a bit worse off than you do. No, all I wanted to do was do a bloody delivery, and now I'm about to be killed. And that's life for you, as a bandit. Yep. You know, you're not half bad. I'll put a good word for you in hell. Go. Oh, yep. Kagra. He glances over to you. You hit. Okay. So, Rizura will bring you back in a second, okay? Can you guys hear me all right? It says my connection's red. Okay, just checking. All right. I just wanted to check that you could hear me properly. Okay. So, you slash off a chunk of his arm and it just begins to leak blood. Drip, drip, drip. He snarls. Dennis. Okay. Alright, who are you attacking? You scorched the hair, he's now bald. But he's still very pissed. I mean alive. Oof, you burn off the rest of his beard. He is now furious. He staggers back, leaning against his sword slightly. Now he actually looks a little bit afraid. Shake on. You hit. You slam the brunt of your axe into him, sending him staggering back a step before he just looks at you with another enraged glare. Hello? He's very bloody. In fact, this guy should probably have it too. Anyway, hello? Hello? You can move because, guys, you can move because that guy's paralyzed. He's not threatening you. Ah, I see. You can use your action to dash, if that's what you mean. You don't have to use all your movement at once, but you only get a certain amount. Okay. Roll it. Okay. Okay. So, you pass through the bandit's attack of opportunity range, so he gets an attack off. He misses. Yeah, because you passed through here. But yeah, you passed in a diagonal. That means you passed by the 6 squares that are his threat zone. Okay, so you arrive. That's your turn. You can't. You can only cast one high level spell. One leveled spell, one cantrip. Rura, are you back yet? Okay. You get 2 turns then. Actually, no, wrong. Sren and you get your turn. It's Sren's turn and then yours. You weren't here when I called for Sren, so that's why I left you that message. So, roll your attack. Sren first, then Rura. Okay, that's a miss. Yep, it's your turn. This guy's still here. He's bloodied, but he's this guy. Okay. You miss. Is that your turn? Hunter's mark is only if Rura hits. Shikon whispered Hunter's mark, so that's why I explained it. It's the bandit's turn. This guy is going to roll his whiz save. He still fails. So this guy is going to look up to Alex and then look to Rura and then say, well. And then he's going to bring his blade down once, twice, and then turn and shove it towards Rura. 1, 2. Yep, so. Let's see. You're 16, so both meet it. So, oh wow, that's just really unlucky. You take 18 slashing damage. So your sentinel triggers. 2 9s are 18. Yep, so. Okay. So. Wedward. Guys. Wedward. If a sentinel will kill, does that mean the person being attacked still takes the damage? I'd say the other opposite personally. I'd say they're attacking and then you're using that distraction to push the advantage. That's just how I see it. So, Rura, you watch as the bandit captain brings around and slices towards you with a stab, wounding you in the wounding you just in the arm as you ducked out of the way before it was able to be serious. And then you watch as his back arcs backward and then he crumples, dead. And you just see Alex there. Okay. The two bandits are gonna aim and fire one of them's gonna they're gonna fire at the rogue because they don't like rogues. They both miss. You hear the sound of heavy footsteps in the distance. Okay. The final bandit captain is going to slice at Shikon. 1, 2, 3. Only one hits again. You take 5 slashing. Yep, so you take 2. I just give you the flat amount. You are correct. He's gonna slice at a certain rogue. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2 hits. 1. So, as he charges forward, you take 15 damage. Vienna. Alright. That's a dex save, right? Okay. I'm pretty sure Thunderwave's a dex save. Do do do. Oh, okay. 1, 2. Roll the damage for me, and I need to know. Okay, so it's 12 if they succeed and 24 if they fail. And let me just. Okay. So the guy closest to you succeeds, so he only takes 12. The other guy just begins to jolt and jerk, and then he just falls, crumpling to the ground. And then he explodes. Whoosh. Sren. Yep, I know. You're now covered in meaty bandit chunks. Grisura, I will get to Grisura after the fight. Sren. You got about You got about 2 to 5 minutes, Grisura. Okay. So, she's moved what now? Alright. Alex. Okay. And you auto crit. Yep. So that's click again. You need the one in front of it. Yeah, you need to roll 1d10. Isn't that right? Or does it all... Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I thought it glitched. I'm sorry. Okay. So, that your turn? Okay. Kagura. He drops his weapon and holds up his hands. Okay. Dennis. No problem. Gotcha. Dennis? Okay. So 4, 5, 6, -6, and then -3. Okay. So, Shikon. Okay. Roll it. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Allah. Roll it. Alrighty. You heal that much? Brewer said they'd be right back. So now it's the bandits' turn. And you watch as a group of guards begin to dash towards you. And the bandits, well, the ones that aren't paralyzed, drop their weapons and hold up their hands and say, "Look, our lives aren't worth this. Look, we'll do whatever you want." All right. We'll answer them. Just please don't kill us. We don't have wives, we don't have families, but you know, I would like to live until I'm old. At least. So, so, is anyone attacking? Alright, you may do so. And that is the end of combat. So, oh, I shouldn't have cleared that because of the, yeah, we're using the, could everyone just quickly roll initiative again? um, so, while you all do that, Rizura, are you back yet? Alright. So I want you to also roll initiative, but everyone. When the fighting starts, though you didn't... So I can talk, maybe? So, as combat started, you all, though you were busy fighting at the time, noticed Grisura pop out of existence. And so don't mind that, everyone. Wait, I haven't finished, guys. Okay? Wait your turn in the turn order. So, Guzura, when you arrive in Tanuki's realm, his smile immediately turns into a frown, and he just snaps his fingers, and you appear back, but the fight's now over. And it's Grizura's turn, so Grizura, you arrive, you see bandits that have surrendered, a scared shifter cowering, and some guards currently running towards the group to see what's going on. Okay. Dennis, what do you do? Oh, well, thank you. But do try not to be too vigilante. It's kind of frowned upon here. We will take those men off your hands once if you wish to question them, you may, but once you're done, we'll be taking them off to jail. Alex. They feel hard, like snake scales almost. I say snake scales because you probably haven't touched a dragon in your lifetime. So, Alex would have actually, so they feel like dragon scales, yeah. They shine with us. Yes, that's what I said. So, they feel like dragon scales and they shine with a faint glimmer. They're grey in colour. Mm-hmm. Shikon. The shifter looks to you and he says, Shikon? I, we thought you dead. You've been gone so long. He reaches and offers the pamphlet and he says, you're, we all, the Colosseums, we were so, everything's just been so right and wrong ever since everyone who wasn't your loved one, we were all sold to the Colosseums. He does so. Oh, we really need their help now. Everything just... It all started when this boat crash landed on the shore up north. And the crew, well, we rescued them and, well, the Kenku in charge, he began to whisper to the leader of our group and one by one, we were all sold off. I'm sorry, I don't know where she's gone. But and he looks behind her and he says, I was to start working at the pleasure house. And the thief, the bandit says, yeah, we were hired to just transport him there. Basically they buy the slaves and then they work there for a bit and then they earn their freedom that way. And Grisura, you must wait your turns. Kagura. No. I work for the pleasure house. I know nothing of what the shifter just said. I was just paid to go to the Colosseum, grab him, and bring him here. I'm the lady who runs the pleasure house. Have you not heard of her? Sure. I mean, yeah, if you want to go visit her, you can go visit her. My job's just to deliver them. Alright, along. Okay, Vienna. Mm. Okay. He has a simple, well written, choreographed letter with the Pleasure House stamp ordering. Basically, it's a receipt saying he's being paid to deliver one shifter from X Coliseum to the Pleasure House. And the Coliseum in question is, let me just get up the name. It is, 1 second. Sorry. Here we are. Yes, it is the Bound Frost Coliseum. I believe that's where the Coliseum is. Let me just double check, but yeah. Bound Frost. Like bounty fruit. Bound Frost. Alright. 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 Oh, well, thank you. That will make our interrogations much easier. And one of the guards pulls out a rope and begins to tie him up. What? Oh, fuck. This isn't deviance or chaos. I can swear if I want to. Rizura. Okay. Rizura. Rizura? No. Sorry, you just paused for long. Yeah, he did. I honestly, I did not know kangaroos could do that, but yeah. Okay. Rizura, is there anything else you do on your turn? Okay. Dennis. Okay. Go on. Well, the shifter tribe is nomadic. We north near Boundfrost, near a little west of the city, but yeah, that's where we found him and his destroyed ship. Okay, Dennis. Okay, Alex. All right. Okay. Shakon. Okay. The shifter sighs and he rubs his head and he says, "Well, I'm not sure what I'll do. I don't have a lot of money, but I'll do what I can." He nods and he says, "And you too. There's not many of us left." Kagra. Sorry, go on. All right, Kagra. Oh crap.
He approaches the guard.
Shit. I can't believe I did it again. I've had the audio muted this entire time for you guys. They've only been able to hear me.
Oh.
I can't believe I did it again.
Wait, you've done this before?
Last time in the Bedlam Brigade, I muted myself and not everyone else.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. Gara, you'll have to put a timestamp in the thing, but you all heard what I was saying, so I'm sorry, and I promise I won't do it again. I'm gonna double check that every time this time. I swear I checked it, but anyway, to continue, go on, Kagra, and I'm sorry, guys.
You better write it down.
I
swear it was unmuted, but anyway.
Anyway, Sarai, listening to the testimonies, realizes something's amiss and goes up to the guards with the captured bandits, saying, "Hey, hold up! I have just one more question, or possibly several, but we'll see where we go from there."
Oh well.
Anyways, you all were talking about prisoners, slaves being transported from transported into the pleasure house from outside the city. You wouldn't happen to know about the disappearances that have been going on inside, would you?
Hmm. Us personally? No, but, he pauses for a moment thinking. And then he glances to the leader, who, sighs and says, "Look, we're gonna be in jail anyway, you might as well tell him." And he looks back and he says, "Well, there is the syndicate."
The syndicate?
Yes, it's a play on words. It's the syndicate. It's what we refer to it instead of the sin syndicate because it flows better.
The syndicate from Prosh?
Yeah,
You're telling me they're in Lundruk now?
they've always been in Londrock.
Except now they're kidnapping people off the streets at night.
I don't know that for certain. I'm just saying that they're in the city.
No way. The syndicate does not deal in the slave trade. It's bad for PR.
There's kidnappings doesn't necessarily mean they're collecting slaves, though.
Yeah, but they know better than to get caught.
Well, they haven't been caught yet. Kagura, is there anything else you want to ask them?
No, that's all.
Allah.
Alara starts connecting the dots and thinking back to what she had in her visions before again. And she looks to Grazura. He's likely. If he's alive, then I'm going to go to the end for a minute. I'm sorry. And she just walks away.
Okay. Rura.
Rura goes back down and then she looks over to Stren. She goes, "You alright, Stren?"
Yeah, I'm alright. I don't think I did as much as I could have, but I did my best.
Rura just smiles at her and pats her head. "It's okay. I wasn't very good either when I started off. It just takes a lot of practice."
She smiles. Alright.
Yeah.
Anything
She
else?
smiles back and then she notices that Alara is like heading back to the end pretty quickly, so she slightly tells Stren to follow and she follows after Alara, not wanting her to be alone.
Alright. So you follow and catch up to Allah. And I'll let you two roleplay for a bit. Allah and Rura.
So she kind of like catches up. She goes, "Alara, hold on. Are you okay?"
Huh? Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit.
Mind if I ask about what?
I'm trying to decide what to do.
Rura kind of tilts her head curious and Glatchin just ran confused for a second and she looks back. She goes, "But I thought we already knew what we're doing. We're trying to stop this, well, the rot, right?"
The fire is here, but the rot's up north, and this is something I'd rather discuss with the group fully.
Rura looks like going to leave, are you?
Alara shakes her head. No, I wouldn't do that.
Rura looks a little uncertain, but then she smiles. She goes, "Okay, well, I'm here if you want to talk to me, right? I mean, you're always there for me."
Alara just glances away at that, actually. She shows a faint smile. It's clearly, roll perception.
Okay, 1 second.
Rura's passive perception is 13.
Thirteen.
Oh, so I gotta go off that?
I'd just go off that, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
You
If
sense
you
some-
wish.
so you still sense something's a little off with her because she's not trying to hide it, but at the same time, you can't really tell what, and she just moves on. Thank you, though, Rua.
Rura
Okay.
kind of narrows her eyes and then just like silently follows.
All right. Vienna.
Okay, so Vienna walks over to Alex and prods him in the chest. When did that happen?
To which,
Before that
yeah,
starts,
picking up,
though, just quickly, the guards give Kagura's character that I can never remember the name of a
Slorai.
wave, and they begin to head on towards to take the bad guys away. Okay, you may start.
all right, so yeah, picking up on, he seems a little stunned at first that she knows, but, well, considering the familiar he has on his shoulder, I think he's smart enough to put two and two together, and he just,
By the way, Valina just hops up over to her arm.
well, which he quickly says, he's a useful little fella.
I know.
Anyway, but yeah, he undoes his, he lets go of his shirt a little bit to show the scales, and he says, I honestly don't know when this happened. I mean, I've been feeling a little bit itchy lately, but I'm pretty sure that this wasn't here when I woke up.
Vienna kind of taps it with her finger. And then she kind of like just taps it with her finger. You feel that?
Kind of. I mean, it just feels like, I don't know, a light tap.
Like Vienna's not tapping lightly.
But yeah, that's pretty much what he says. Like, you can kind of feel it, but like it's not like as forceful as she's doing it.
You can kind of feel through it too, but it's more like it's not as sensitive as, well, skin.
But yeah, Alex just says,
This gonna spread?
we should probably head back to the inn and take a look.
Yeah.
To which he calls out, "All right, everyone, round up. We're heading back."
Okay. Rizura.
Grazura, she shakes her head. She says, I need to be alone for a while." Then she heads to the outside of the city.
Be vigilant.
Okay. Oop. Oh, that's no, they didn't see that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Dennis.
as soon as as Grisura goes off, Val's just gonna kind of fly after her, just keeping just out of sight and like way up high,
Okay.
just in case we can quickly figure out if she does get attacked or anything.
All right. Dennis.
I don't know. I don't know what to have him do at the moment. So skip me.
Okay. Alex. So, is anyone else? Is everyone going to eventually go to the inn and go to
I
sleep?
believe
Yes, I think so.
Okay, everyone who's not going directly to the inn, no, everyone who's going directly to the inn, drag your tokens over to it. And the music
Got it.
stopped again. Let me fix that. There we go.
Okay. Oh, that's the end. Okay. Okay. One moment.
So, okay, let's do Shikon first then. Shikon.
Yeah. Before I decide to head to the inn, was he making one last checkup on his fellow tribe member? I can't imagine how rough it was for you during the capture.
Yeah, well, wasn't in the top 5, I'll say that much.
I'm just glad we're pretty sturdy then.
Well, we've
But
always
I'm-
been, but you should go get some rest. I'll come to the inn with you. I don't need much. Just a room to curl up in is fine.
Yeah, I know. You can stay with me then. I'm pretty sure the guards might ask you what happened to you or two. So try to try to remember as much as you can, okay? Even
Alright.
if it's painful.
I will. Grisura's muted and deafened.
Okay.
But yeah, you're heading back to the inn?
Yeah, I'm heading back to the inn now, clutching the pan flute in my hand near my chest, and mumble just one word. Fizzy. I hope you're okay.
Okay. So, Grisura. The grass is a little wet and it crunches loudly under your feet. What do you do?
Well, first I chuck my bat axe at the bird to get it to go away.
Valen is well out of range of anything you thought. Now.
Yeah, you throw it up, it flies, and then but
Yeah, he's like 200 feet in the air. I mean, you probably have to roll perception to even see him, actually.
yeah. But I digress. You continue walking. What are you doing, Grisura?
I keep walking, hoping to get away from the bird so I could be alone.
Okay, so you walk for the rest of the night then?
Yes. At least until I get into under some trees or something.
Okay, so you find a tree, you sit under it. What do you do?
I let what has been said steal in my mind, and I don't sleep for the entire night.
Okay.
Because every time I try, I get nightmares of that horrible day when I lost everything.
You see the fire burning, and his eyes just watching you with utter contempt and amusement as you watch the life fading from your family. So, the morning comes. Do you go to the inn?
Begrudgingly, yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly move your tokens back over there, and I will set it to daytime. Give me a second. Go to illumination. Okay, so it is now morning. You are all eating breakfast, I'm assuming. The inn
Yeah.
is fairly, there's a couple of guests, but not very many. You basically have the inn to yourselves.
Yeah, and when they got back, Alex had Vierna fix up his vest and shirt.
Oh, right, I know mending.
Okay.
Because I was about to say, Vierna never learned to sew, and then... Oh, right.
So,
Anyway,
real quick, if you want to do something during breakfast, type this in the chat, so I know who to go to.
alrighty.
If you have something you want to do during breakfast. No one?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I do too.
Okay. Alex, you're first then.
So yeah, what Alex ends up doing is he corrals everyone into a private room so that they can all talk amongst themselves and like maybe even bring up the breakfast with them. Just taking care not to stain the sheets or anything because that's going to be expensive.
Okay,
He-
so give me a second.
Like Vierna does that second part very grudgingly because she's got like one of those big combo platters in front of her.
1 second. Oh, I forgot Grisera. 1 second, let me get you. There you go.
Yeah, so Vierna immediately takes the desk.
So yeah, Alex, breathes in, breathes out, and he says, "Okay, so I need to show you all this. Okay, just don't freak out or anything. All right." And he unbuttons his vest, takes it off, puts it neatly on the bed, and then he pulls it, and then he takes off his shirt, showing the scales that he's growing.
Okay, I take a good look at it. Has it spread any from what I saw last night?
Alex?
From last night, it does seem like it's gone from just this triangle bit on the chest to going down his midriff a little, but it seems like it's a slow grow, and you can definitely tell without any doubt that there's no scales on his arms in particular.
Okay. Shikon. Now, we'll get to your thing in a second. This is just for the reactions to Alex's thing, okay?
Yeah,
Shikon.
I know. And he is pretty much not really reacting to it.
Okay. Kagura.
Oh yeah, you were showing that off. You were showing that off to Vierna last night.
Yes.
Was she impressed?
To which Alex, like, he wants to kind of, just say, no, it's not like that. And he stops himself, and then his eyes look over to Vierna, and he turns his head to her.
Vierna's trying not to laugh.
Well, there's your answer.
Rura.
So,
Maybe a few rounds with the barbell. Uh-oh. Like, she pats him on the shoulder.
Rura.
so
Rura kind of just kind of blinks surprised at the sight, and she goes, "Did you always have those?"
no, I definitely didn't.
Huh, interesting. And then she goes, "Oh wait, Sren, close your eyes." And she puts her hand over Sren's eyes really quickly.
Okay. I mean, I've
Yeah,
seen more
interesting.
skin in the color. Okay. And she does this bit. Vierna.
She looks at Rura doing this, and she's like, "Wait, what don't you want her to see? It's just scales."
He took his shirt off.
So?
He's half naked. She's just a kid.
So Shikon's pretty much.
Oh yeah, but this is this is the safe half, right?
TMI, Vierna.
Anyway.
Grisera.
Yeah.
Grisera just gawks, wondering if she's been awake for far too long. When did you start turning into a dragon?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
What's $1?
Sorry, let me rephrase that.
That's the foreign currency.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. That's the $1 million gold question. But yeah, and he says, and that's not the only thing either. I noticed something weird about my magic.
What, you breathe fire now?
No, I mean, honestly, that'd be kind of cool if I did, but it's not that. When
You're gonna show it to us when it happens?
I guess, yeah. Anyway, what I meant to say was, the guy that I hit with my curse, he didn't react how most people have before, and I noticed it didn't seem like it did anything. I'm kind of chill.
Alright. Alone.
Allard giggles at the display rower and Surrender pulling off right now and just shrugs and then looks over to Alex. Oh, are you sure that this just started now?
All but positive, yes.
I mean, how often do you take your shirt off? Let's be honest here.
Well, there was that one time when we were over in Fulma.
I don't know. That was Steam. I don't think that counts.
Look, all I'm saying is the only thing I noticed is that I was a little bit itchy the day before, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't there when I woke up for
Might
a
be
little
some kind
scouting adventure.
Might be a dragon rash. How about that?
Hopefully not.
She just chuckles once more and says something else.
Dennis.
So Dennis goes up and takes a look at the scales. And are they gray or are they silver?
They are a silvery grey, and the light they have a light sheen to them.
These look like silver dragon scales.
To which Alex on that, it's like his eyes go wide and he cracks the biggest smile and starts laughing. It's like, oh my god, that's actually fantastic news.
This is when Shikan actually reacts and looks up, noticing the scales and frowns immediately. It looks like you might turn into a dragon on your own, or my thoughts were actually exact that Mahem may possess you?
I mean, Horror hasn't really shown any intent on doing that. I mean, he doesn't seem to be capable of that, at least currently, as far as I know. But I mean that you're not really understanding what I'm getting at here. These silvery gray scales, and when I hit the guy with my curse, he seemed to react differently, right? I've got a theory, right? I've got a theory that this, and he points to the scale. It's like, yes, this may be related to Horo, maybe related to him, but then that would also explain why my magic seemingly has changed, why that guy seemed to have shaken with a chill. Even more evidence suggesting that he's a silver dragon.
Hey, Rebecca. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay.
What was that?
I was just saying hi to Becca. So.
Oh no, I mean Vierna.
Sorry.
So what does his color have to do with anything?
Silver dragons are pretty much the dragons that love love humanoids the most.
That's
means,
racist.
But yeah, no, it's exactly true. Like, you can look it up yourself. I mean, you should know this. I mean,
He's saying they love mortals the most.
Dennis makes an offhanded comment about dragons are color-coded for simplicity, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, but this kind of gives credence to a theory I've been having, in that, Mayhem, the great destroyer, or what have you, there's a lot more to it than we really think. At least that's my current working theory.
So you're saying that Mayhem's a good dragon?
Well, I mean, from my experience and the fact that, okay, not every dragon is alike. I mean, just color coding them probably isn't the best idea. I mean, there could be a silver dragon who's a bad person, but you get what I mean. Typically, this is what can be expected. So
I mean, the fact that Huro hasn't ordered you to go around murdering people is a point in his favor.
Right. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm dragging this on. It's just, that's such a weight off my mind.
So,
thank God.
Shikon, you had something you wanted to do?
Nope, not anymore.
Are you sure?
Other than being pretty much absent-minded and fiddling around with the pan flute I have in my hand.
Okay, so does anyone want to approach Shikon about that?
But yeah, before Alex even puts his shirt back on, he's like, you alright, big man?
I'm just moving you
Mm.
downstairs, but you can stay still in the room.
And Deanna would probably go back downstairs to resume her breakfast.
So, Shikon.
Yeah, he reacted with a simple.
Okay.
Like it's about the shifter, isn't it?
Not only that.
Well, speak up, big guy.
Just give me a second. Don't. Okay? Just wait. Keep going, I'm talking to someone else.
Shikon was actually reluctantly speaking up. You know, what my fellow tribe member said was true. We're not normally pretty nomadic. And I have bad news. That Kenku asshole called Cleaver is still alive.
Swear.
Sorry.
Figures as much.
And now my tribe is in the mess too.
Well, just gives us more reason to help them out. Stop what he's doing.
Okay. So, you will watch the door open, and a familiar face steps in, followed by 2 guards.
Hi, how are you doing?
Agura?
Hey there, guys. I was told about last night.
Yeah, it was eventful.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to help.
It's
Sarai is
fine.
still, by the way.
Huh?
Just out of character, is Sir.
Sarai.
Yes, is he still covered in blood?
No, I'm sure he would have had plenty of time to clean himself off.
So, Allah, what's your reaction?
She would look to Shikon as she did want to finally say something. She wants to say that, guys, there's also another thing too. Cleaver has the ability to, I think, from what I saw, he's the one that's gonna. He has a weapon that can destroy nature.
Oh, great.
Dennis,
What kind of weapon are we
Guys?
talking here?
wait your turn. Guys, Dennis.
So Kagura, were the negotiations?
Went about as expected. My mother didn't appreciate my trip outside the castle. Father was more receptive though.
And how did they take your explanation of things?
Turns out they already knew most of what was going on aside from the rot. They chopped the fire. When I told them about the fire, they chopped it up to the civil unrest that was taking place. Civil unrest that my mother promptly blamed on me.
By the way, he has 3 tails now.
Okay.
Okay, did she have something horrible done to you?
No, nothing in particular. She just I imagine she cursed my name. aim a couple times before drifting off to sleep. Why?
Well, you seem to have a new tail.
Oh, yeah. Father and I noticed that last night after we were done talking.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Okay, Alex.
All right. Well, and Alex hearing this, he's like, wait a minute. So they even know about the, the situation.
The situation, not
And
uh,
he
not,
quickly points a thumb towards himself.
they know they know some details, but they don't know anything about who's involved.
Okay. Just
Hmm.
sorry. Last night was wild, and it's just I'm gonna have to show you when we got a spare moment. I mean, if the guard's gonna let you out of their sight, but
Just quickly out of
Sure.
character, you just see Alex take Kagura upstairs, and then he just pulls his vest open.
Flash.
All right, you can
So,
continue
yeah.
now.
Considering what happened the last time the guards let me out of their sights, that's not going to happen anytime soon, Alex.
all right. Well, I'll give you the summary before you leave.
Sorry.
And Kagura turns to face the guards and asks them, this seems to be a private matter. Could you two wait outside? I promise I won't try to escape out the window. Although you can feel free to station one of yourselves there too, if you don't trust me.
Oh, don't worry, we've already got 5 guards surrounding the place.
Ah.
No offense, but, your family's orders. And they step outside and take points by the door.
Did they just say that they have the entire building surrounded to a degree?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm not taking any chances.
Wow.
Here's the
I
prince
mean-
after all.
Right. First off, Wolf
Before
guy.
anyone does anything, Fiona did want to do something, so I'm gonna quickly let Fiona do that, and then you can stop.
No, I didn't.
Pardon?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay. You may continue then. Sorry, Kagura. Go on.
Oh, it's okay. Back to me. He said, first off, Wolf, it might not be a good idea to bring that up out into the open. All things considered,
Mm.
you don't know whether or not the wrong people will be listening.
Hmm.
Second of all, now that we've got some time to ourselves, Alex, if there's anything you want to say to me, now would be the time.
Yeah, just can you come out with me just around the corner? Well, the stairs, around the corner stairs.
Of course.
Right, and for the sake of brevity, he takes Kagura upstairs, unbuttons his vest, takes it off, and pulls up his shirt and shows him the scales.
Yeah, we'll just quickly brush over it, say Kagura's reaction, and then we'll move downstairs and it's Shakon's turn. Okay?
Yep.
Alright.
Kagura.
Kagura is taken aback. Kagura is taken aback by this, and he goes on to say, "Hey, I don't remember you having that when we were in the hot spring."
Yeah, well, it just kind of. I think it showed up last night, but no, never mind. Anyway, here's the interesting thing, and just for the sake of brevity, like I said, he pretty much tells him that these scales and what happened with his curse pretty much leads Alex to believe that what they discussed before is true, and that Mayhem must be a silver dragon, and therefore there's probably more going on here than either of them could ever know.
So you're positive. You're positive now more than ever that Horo is on our side.
That's my current working theory, and like I said, I trust him. Just look, it was such a relief when I found that out. It's just I'm gonna have to rediscover how all my magic works again, but it's just this is almost like I wouldn't exactly say a sign from the gods, but oh goodness, this is such a weight off my mind.
Don't worry, Alex. It's great to see that you're finding proof, the proof that you've been looking for.
Yeah, just took a lot longer than I expected, and that'll be it.
Okay, Shikon.
Well, excuse me about that, but I just you can see that Shikon is behaving pretty differently than usual, and he is going back to his room.
Is he all right?
Turns out one of his friends from his tribe was sold off, and from what we overheard, most of his tribe was sold off by Cleaver.
All right,
I see.
Kagura. Is there anything you want to add? Okay.
He lets out a sigh and he says, on that matter, it's once again my parents knew about Cleaver, among other things. But it turns out they're not in any position to do as much as I thought. And me running off on them didn't help. If anything, it made things worse.
Rura. Rura?
Hey, sorry. Rura was a little conflicted seeing Kagura like that, but she just kind of is quiet, just thinking.
Okay, Vienna.
She walks over to Kagura and says, "Okay, so would you say your parents still trust you?"
I'm sure Father still trusts me. It'll take Mother some time to forgive me after what I've done, though.
Do you? How much access to information do you have inside the palace?
I don't. I'm pretty sure, or I'm free to go to the library whenever I please. But what kind of information were you looking?
Current information.
Do you mean the kidnappings?
That, among other things, any reports, any in any major news, any major happenings, that sort of thing.
Father has been making sure I'm kept caught up on everything. Says it's an important part of being a king.
Prince. Right. Might be able to use this then. And Bjarna just looks like she's lapsing into thought.
Okay. Grisura.
What are you up to?
I'm currently
Nothing
in the corner.
exploding, I assure you.
Oh wait, did I?
Your turn, Grisura.
Sorry.
I'm currently in the corner, sleeping with my face in my breakfast.
Is she?
Open sesame.
Is she all right?
She didn't sleep last time, I'm guessing.
I'm assuming this has to do with finding out Cleaver is in fact alive.
Probably didn't help matters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her.
I'd figured she of all people would have anticipated as such. It's Cleaver.
It's always that hope, Kagura.
I can't blame her.
So,
Anyway,
hello.
She just keeps to herself for the moment.
Okay, Dennis. Okay, Alex.
Oh, got it. Alex, he calls everyone over around the table, and even goes over to wake up Gazura.
Shikon, do you go over?
He's in a room. I just left the token
Yeah, I
in front
know.
of the.
I know, but Alex said he's going to get everyone for a group. Everyone. So that would include getting you, and I'm asking if you're going.
Shigon is going to ask him, is it important?
Well, not really. It's just I've been holding on to something for a while, and I wanted to give it to you guys.
Fine. So he's reluctantly coming down again.
Alright, so I'm going to assume everyone groups around.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Grazura? Yep, okay.
Right here.
Alright, take it away, Alex.
All right, so what he does is, with the bag next to him, he opens it up and pulls out the little paper bag with the dragon treats in it that he got back in Fulma. And he opens them up and he says, I've only got 8 here, so one of you guys is going to have to split and share one, but these are actually really tasty, so, nice little something to round out breakfast, I think.
I pass.
You know we're not dragons, right?
They're chocolates.
All it takes one.
Yeah, it takes one.
Dennis takes one.
River looks curious and takes one, and then kind of like tries to put it in half and give one to Sren.
Seren takes one and then she blinks and says, this is like the same thing that Elnath, do you remember? And Rura. You know that, Elnath tends to get you these chocolates when he passes by the town that sells them.
Rura nods fondly with a very happy smile on her face. Yes, I know these very well.
They're very popular in, so they're quite a popular treat in, Mayhem.
Yeah, Rura looks at Alex. She goes, I can't believe you actually have these. Are you sure you
Yeah.
want to share them?
Well, I mean, I got 8 for all of us. I didn't expect there to be more, but, well, I did kind of buy 8 for all of us.
Too bad they're not actually treats for dragons. That would have been way more interesting.
Yeah, you'll just have to deal with chocolate and whipped cream. And Alex goes to pick one out himself, and leaving what's rest for Sori and Kagura. DM,
Yeah?
this is the place.
Okay. So, you will watch as Alex's posture briefly changes, and then he takes a bite out of the chocolate, and then he gives a soft chuckle, and then he blinks, and his posture returns to normal.
Oh.
Huh?
Vierna looks at the half of the dragon treat she still has.
Sorry, they're just really delicious.
There's so
Yes,
much
they
that
are.
you.
Mine didn't make me do
Sorry.
that.
is it really okay for me to have this, Alex?
It's fine, don't worry. Then they're kind of relatively cheap anyway, so I didn't lose much.
It's not the issue here. I he kept who I was from you guys. I thought you'd be more angry mad at me than either over this.
Well, I mean, some of us are, but I mean, you're still
River
you,
kind of
aren't you?
glances down a little guiltily and then just stuffs the chocolate in her mouth.
Hey,
Yeah, you.
Kagura, your family has been doing a lousy job lately. I don't blame you for keeping the secret. Like, Bierno whispers that.
Well, my secret had nothing to do with that. It was just it was just a safety precaution, Didn't want everybody within 10 feet of me to know who I was in case one of them could try to,
Still, you're more proactive than your parents.
Yeah.
At least you actually went out and see what was really going on, rather than cowering behind stone walls.
Yeah.
The word I would use was maybe more aware. I mean, you're aware now of things, aren't you?
I am. And
So, quick pause. Does anyone have to leave on time today?
No, I'm good.
So we
I can
can
stay.
Okay,
I'm
so we
good.
can continue for a little longer then. All right, continue.
oh, well, I'm glad you guys are able to see the positive in what I did, but what I that makes what I have to tell you that much harder.
Let me guess. You're going to stay there.
Yes, it in light of recent events, I've realized that the best choice for me to make would be to stay at the castle.
Well, take care of your sister while you're at it.
Don't worry, that's always my priority.
River looks a little conflicted for a second, and then she glances to Kagura, skeptical. Are you sure you'll be safe in there?
So it's the safest place there can be for me and everyone I care about. He turns to Alex, tells him, and well, Alex, I think I think I think I have it in me to trust Horo a little more now. I just thought you'd like to hear that.
Alex, he gives a soft smile. He stands up and just, gestures for Kagura to stand up too.
He does so.
And he just wraps him in a gentle hug.
Group hug.
He returns it.
And Alex just whispers to him, you take care of yourself, all right?
You too. I feel like I can. I feel like I can, and I feel like it's helps me make this choice better, knowing that you all will be out there, keeping the outside world safe. He turns to Grisura and tells her, Grisura, I have to admit, I've been inconsiderate of your feelings, your past. I just I just believed deep down that there is a good person in you, somebody with a desire to protect, somebody willing to help others. It's just was hard to see it with it when you seem to drown yourself in anger and ale.
Well, now you were able to do the one thing that could have got you past all that. you actually talked to me as like an ordinary person, rather than just talking to a stupid, irate half orc.
I should I should have I should have done so a lot. I should have done so much sooner, especially after what you said to me in somewhere. After I saw Sren get taken into that ship. So, what I mean to say is, I'm sorry for everything I've said.
It's okay. Just promise me one thing.
What?
When you do take the throne, keep your word that you won't do what they've been doing. Instead of hiding behind a a tacky chair, go out and help people. Be the king that they need, not a figurehead that just sits behind stone.
I promise I'll do everything in my power to help the people, as I'm sure you would.
Damn straight. Then I go back to sleep.
And one more thing.
Hmm?
Just to make everything up to you. If in the off chance on the off chance that the Royal Guard does manage to capture Cleaver first, I'm going to personally name you his executioner.
Guzura, despite her tired state, has the biggest grin imaginable. You send me a messenger immediately if you do that, because I will happily take that job.
So,
You'll have a scryer poking inside your head the minute we've got him.
okay. So, Alex, once everyone has taken a treat, and that all happens, you have, when you're looking through your bag, you notice that there's something in there that you didn't put in there. And as you pull it out, it looks like a bag of holding.
Oh my lord.
Wait, where did this come from?
Well, sold.
And just for reference, I did not magic it there. There is actually an in-game reason why that's there. Just because I don't metagame. There's actually a reason why it's there. And how it got there.
Yeah, but Jared just assumes that Horo put it there, and she is sold on the guy now.
Are you sure you're not getting possessed, Alex? Because when you ate that sweet, or what is that sweet, you did change your posture a bit.
He's not getting possessed, dude. He's getting patronized, which is much better.
I mean, I'm fairly certain I'm alright.
So Dennis points at the bag and says, "Oh no, there's reverse pickpockets. What are we gonna do?"
You are holding when you open the bag and reach into it, it's very cold inside. You are holding a bag of colding.
To which he's like, wait, but this wasn't, and it kind of clicks for Alex, and he just looks out the window and he says, "Well, I'll be damned." Guess he was appreciative.
I feel like I'm missing some context here, but that's.
You know, there's a merchant who accepts corpses as payment in this city.
What?
But yeah.
You know of him. He basically he doesn't typically accept human corpses. They most normally go to the grave, but he does take like animal and beast corpses and cuts them up to be used for parts.
Oh, right. That place. Father told me about it. I
mean,
still wonder to this day why he allows such a place like that to exist.
I mean, he's not doing anything inherently evil. He's creepy, sure, but he's nice enough. I mean, he gave me this.
Plus,
At
your
least I
family
assume he gave me
kind of
this.
allows. Plus, your family kind of allows a lot of things lately.
But yeah, Alex is like, well, I'm gonna have to put this to use right quick, and he says, "Don't wait up for me, okay, guys? I'll meet up with you later." And he heads on out the front.
All right.
Alrighty then.
So, is there anything anyone else wants to do today?
Kagura still has some things. He turns to Dennis and tells him, "Dennis,
Mhm.
I never did get to say how much I appreciated your help in Fulma. If it weren't for you, Alex and I never would have found out about that wish spell.
Thank you.
Just try not to get everyone blown up out there, all right?"
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
He turns to Alar and asks, "Alar, did you have any prophetic dreams last night?"
Alar looks down for a minute and nods once more.
Did it have to do with the rot?
It did.
Was it still happening?
It's still gonna happen. I'm pretty sure.
Kagura's eyes grow stern. He says, I'm sure you guys will get will figure out what causes it all. I'll try and see what I can do on my end too. And take care. You and your sister take care of each other, okay?
Same to you and your sister, alright?
You know it. And finally he turns to Rura. Rura, I noticed you've been distant from me since you found out the truth. I want you to know that I'm really sorry I didn't tell you who I was sooner. But I will say this: that innocent nature of yours, it reminds me a lot of my own sister. Actually, you remind me so much of her.
Rura kind of looks surprised and she goes, "Comparing me to a princess? No thanks." Or, well, I mean,
Don't breathe too much into it. She's actually really nice. I'd love to introduce you to her someday.
well, I've already met the prince, so I guess meeting a princess wouldn't be a big deal. So Rura kind of decides, and she seems to relax a little more, and she looks to Kagura with a small smile. She goes, "I admit I was a little upset that you didn't tell us the truth. I'll admit that. But I guess maybe because I always was scared of the royals. I mean, I never really had a lot of good relations with nobility because of my past. So I guess in a way I thought the royals would be kind of the same way. So I never thought I could trust them very much. But I guess knowing you all this time, the fact that you were a royal all this time and we didn't know, you're not as bad as I thought you were. You could be. Sorry."
I'll take that as a compliment.
Sorry, I'm not good with words, but yeah, I guess all I can really say is I'm not mad at you anymore. I understand, and I mean we did come here to get the royals' help, so mission accomplished. Because you are going to still help us, so
Father is going to help me as much as he can. It won't be anything. There won't be anything immediate, but I promise, my family will have the influence it needs to make a difference again.
Rura smiles a little brighter and she goes, "See, you're learning." And then she holds a finger. "The last conversation we had on that ship, you were in a rush, right?"
I'm not sure I recall.
You kept saying how that people should do this, people should do that. I was a little upset at you because you didn't. You kept saying things, but didn't have a way to actually hold back those words. I guess you can say. Now, you sound a little bit more determined, and now you know what you need to do, right?
Yes, I do.
So there.
He
Just
he
be safe.
I will. You too. And Sren,
Yes.
it's nice to have it's nice to see you again. I see that you're doing well.
Yeah. I came to help and try to pay back, but there's some debts you can't pay back. But I'm here to help, and yeah.
Just
So,
do the do the best you can. And be careful out there, all right? You're still young.
yes, and the same to you. Good luck with all that print stuff. I don't really understand it, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
He then finally turns over to Sorai and tells him, "Hmm, Are you getting along? Are you getting along with the others all right?" For the most part. Although, I think you calling me an idiot and a flirt didn't help matters.
I mean, at least one of those things is true.
I was just telling them what they needed to hear, especially the girls. Hey, I'll have you know. I'm very respectful of the ladies. And
He
the fact
called
that
me
you
a canary.
Yep, that sounds exactly like what he would call you. But if last night, I'm sure last night, has him fighting alongside you last night shows that he is indeed reliable. If anything, he's a better fighter than me, so he should be able to take care of you guys. He's on my behalf.
Speaking of, sorry, continue on.
Which is why, Sorai, I want you to have this. He gives Sorai his sword of evil's bane, and that leather armor. What's that called?
Glamored studded leather.
Yeah. And what's all this? Just stuff that we picked up from a dusty old ruin.
It's magic.
Don't worry.
I'll trust you to transfer that over.
Yeah. Just take care of them out there, Sorai. I'm trusting you with this. Hey, don't worry about it, man. You said it yourself. I'm a better fighter than you. There's gonna be more to helping the island and than just fighting. Well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it then.
Yes, kid.
Kagura sighs, and he gets up and tells everyone, it's about time for me to go back to the castle. Those guards outside are gonna grow impatient.
We're used to standing guard at the castle. We're used to it.
Yeah, at the castle.
1 minute though, before you go, Kagura.
Yes?
Did we actually find out anything last night regarding the disappearings? Was Shikan asking in the round?
Sorai got a possible lead that the syndicate might be involved, but it's nothing concrete.
Okay. That's all. Take care.
You too.
Sorry.
And Kagura starts to head out, but as he's just about reached the door, or Sorai goes, "Hold on, Kagura. Yes, there's something I want to confirm with you. What is it?" In the light we are cast, only to fade in the dark. Is that all? Yes. That's all. Take care of yourself, Kagura. Yeah. Thanks, Sarai. And he heads out.
The guards meet up with you and they say, and they give you a nod and they head on away. So,
Vierna looks at Sarai and says, "Dude, you read too many spy novels."
That wasn't. I wasn't playing around when I said that. I had to make sure that it was still. I had to make sure that was Kagura.
Alar
Oh,
whispers to herself, "Goodbye, Kagura."
okay. So, I'm going to quickly pause you there. And Alex.
Alrighty. So what Alex does is he quickly finds the general store a general store, whatever store sells these chocolate dragons, the same ones with whipped cream.
You
And
found
he
a
orders
bakery, yeah.
Go.
You found a bakery, yeah.
Alright, and he orders 12 of them, fresh.
Okay. I'd say they'd cost you about... Yeah, we'll just say it'll cost you about a gold.
A gold for 12? Alrighty.
Bracelets are a bit of a
And-
luxury item.
Alrighty, fair enough. So yeah, he's got 12 in the bag and he puts them in the bag of colding and lets them sit there, and while he's on his way back, he ducks into the nearest alleyway and making sure that there's no one around or no one paying attention. And he just, looks around kind of almost nervously and he says, "Oro, are you there?"
Yes.
When I handed out the treats to everyone, what just happened? I felt like, I could taste the chocolate, but it's like I wasn't moving my own body. Like I was there, but like it was some sort of out of body experience.
Yes. I wanted to try one myself.
Did you like it?
It was very delicious.
Guess that's one promise I've kept.
Indeed.
But I do hope that we can share one together as, well, separate bodies,
Maybe one day.
someday soon. I'm sorry for asking. It's just I got a little concerned. That's all.
It is an understandable concern.
I imagine it could be pretty useful in a combat situation if I ever fall unconscious.
That I may have... Do you remember when you were young? Right after we became joined in the pact. Do you remember how you used to sleepwalk?
Yeah. Mom and Dad would always find me in the middle of the hallway just walking with my arms out.
Yes.
Wait, that was you?
I can neither confirm nor deny it.
Of course. But, well, all things considered, I don't mind it. Just let me know, okay? I'll share chocolate with you any day, alright?
I shall attempt to do so, but I cannot make
Yes,
any
that's the best.
promises.
Yes, that's the best I can ask for. Anyway. And, he looks at the scales on his chest and he says, "I assume this is probably your doing as well, yeah?"
no side effect.
Well, thanks anyway. It does feel like I've got a bit more mobility now. It feels a lot better than my breastplate.
Yes, well, I need to get going.
Alright. See you soon, okay?
I am always here.
Alright. Later, Hora.
Later.
And with that, Alex, checks the corners and just walks out of the alleyway, walking back to the inn.
Alright, so you rejoin the inn just as that happens. And everyone, as Kagura left and that line was said by the certain raccoon, Alex walks in. And you may continue.
Hey everybody. Sorry it took so long.
Oh, did you see Kagura on the way out?
Yeah. I gave him a small wave as he was brought back to the castle.
Sarai appears to be deep in thought. This is probably the most serious you've seen in the short time you've known him.
Something the matter?
Something was wrong.
Do tell.
With Kagura, the Kagura I knew, who was supposed to be confident, resolute in his decisions, but that Kagura look. I've never seen him look so depressed and submissive before.
You think something happened in the castle?
That's why I dropped our guild's creed on him like that, and he responded it appropriately. So that is Kagura.
So you think, I don't know, his parents leveraged him over something?
I don't think they would do that. I'm wondering if he heard something important that he didn't tell us.
And yet, the mystery gets deeper.
So, you have the day, but it is starting to get towards midday now. What do you want to do today?
So where are we heading off to now? Probably Porsche? Given that we have already dealt with Landrock?
I don't know if things are really sorted here. I mean, there was mention of the Syndicate and the Pleasure House, wasn't there? You don't think that's probably something we should follow up on?
I agree. Something bigger is going on. And something that might explode if we leave.
Well, there is that coup going on. I mean, I don't know if I'm pretty sure they probably know about it by now, I guess, but Kagura is safer, I guess, in the castle for now, but maybe we should try to see more about it. Is he really safe in there?
What do you suggest we do? Send Raccoon Boy to spy in the castle?
I have connections in the Rogues Guild that can do that. They're probably doing it already. That's how we keep the royal family safe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, then join up with your boss and talk a little bit with him regarding Kagura then.
Alright,
Considering
so just to confirm this, your plan for today is to wait for Kagura's guy to come back from this meeting?
I guess so. I mean, I don't think we have anything really set.
Most likely Grisura will be sleeping unless there's something to do.
Okay. So,
Shikon will be pretty much absent-minded.
alright. So you spend the day relatively relaxing and, you do stuff, you have fun, and, Kagura's character that I can never remember the name of, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, yes. You
could just call him Sly if it make things easier.
It probably would, yes. Okay, so Sly Cooper goes to meet with the boss, and he mentions that well, the royal family has the guard upped, and that they're actually in their private sanctum where only the royal family can get in and out. And that they still don't have any leads except maybe where one of the syndicate's bases are in the city. But they don't have any definites. It could just be a random warehouse.
Alright, well,
So,
fair enough.
you return back and you tell them this information?
I do.
Okay.
Alright.
By this
Well,
point, it's
Alex-
late at night.
Alright, well, Alex looks at you and he says, well, considering you seem to be our expert when it comes to the syndicate, what do you reckon we should do? Stake out this warehouse or go to the pleasure house to see what's what?
Now, Vienna,
Split up. I mean,
You know-
I wouldn't call myself an expert on them.
you do know this though. You're more likely to be seen at night.
Split up and do both during the day.
Alrighty then.
So,
Wait,
We're
both of what?
Likely to happen at night.
pardon?
Split up and do.
No, I was asking the DM. We're more likely to be seen in at night, or they are more likely to be seen at night.
You are. Because you're a band of party and there's very few people out,
During the
and
day.
all of them would have dark vision.
Yeah, and yeah, we don't split up and do both during the day. Try and do it at night. We'd only draw attention to ourselves.
Alright, fair enough. More people
I'm
walk in.
already.
A lot of standard rules get thrown out of the window with these guys. That's all I'm gonna say.
Out of character, you say split up and do both? Both what? Like,
The pleasure
Stake up-
house
stake
and
both.
the warehouse.
okay.
And under
So-
no circumstances are we going to try any kind of attack. We are not strong enough to take them on.
Okay,
Alright,
so you will head to bed?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, before that happens, Shikon actually says, okay, since when we were Greasy and I might be going to the warehouse.
Okay.
Actually, from Alar's look, I think maybe she should go with you.
Yeah.
Look, put
Okay.
it this way. Each party would want at least one person who's capable of picking us up if we end up getting scratched up.
So,
Fair enough.
Besides, I think the pleasure house would just eat you for breakfast, Alar.
Alar
So-
just like blinks at that. Excuse me?
Ren is going nowhere near that place.
I'm just moving you up
Okay.
there. Just because, yeah. So, Allah, this room right here is yours. And there's 2 rooms here. And so yeah, just decide what rooms you want. Actually, no, your room would be over here, Allah. Sorry. I'll move that guy there.
Ladies first.
The girls in one room and boys in the other again?
Yeah.
I suppose.
This one has
That seems
3
fair.
beds, this one has 2, and then there's another 3 beds up here.
Alright, well, I'm moving over here.
Okay, I guess. Guess I'll go in here.
Okay? Is there?
I guess I go in here.
I'm just doing this because I never actually told you what your rooms were, so. I'm gonna assume you go here. And you two can share the room over here.
Ah, okay, there we go. I was like,
Wait,
where are the
what?
other rooms?
Where
Alright.
did I go?
Oh yeah, that's right. Here. You go in this room.
Okay.
Hey,
Uh, sh- uh, sh- she kind of blinks a little bit. Don't mind me. I'm just going to be here, I guess. And
Okay.
he's playing with the pamphlet in his hand, staring at it the whole time he could.
Okay.
Kibura kind of tilts her head and she goes, well, as long as friends are right with it.
So,
Hmm.
the night passes and you all wake up.
I'd
So,
like to actually go to bed
real
soon.
quick. Which room did you pick? Like who did you put it to? The person
Huh?
who knows who I'm talking to them?
Oh, which room did I pick?
Which person did you put it under?
Oh, I hand it to Mittens, and I told Mittens to hand it to the first person he sees.
Okay. So, in that case, Mittens would probably walk up to the room with, yeah. Okay. Shikon and Rura, you hear scraping at the door early in the morning.
Hmm.
Huh? What's that?
Let me
Open
see.
the door. Open the door.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's a
Mittens?
cat.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
it stop!
Yeah.
She gonna open.
Yeah.
She gonna open the door. You know, you remind me of someone.
The cat looks up to you and then drops the letter and says, "I'm going back to bed." And he walks back to the room Allah was in.
She
What do
can
you
picks
want?
up. He can picks up the letter, then turns towards Rura and shows it to her. That just happened.
You wanted to bring a letter?
Apparently.
Okay, well, Rura takes it and opens it up.
All right. You read this.
Going to press. Ah.
Do you want to read it out, Allah?
I'll let Ruler read it out.
Okay. It says, "Hey everyone, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, and some may even think me as a coward, but I didn't want to be swayed in this manner. I'm going to Prash as to the dream I had last few nights. I think I have a clue on what may start the plague. I'm sorry, everyone. There are things that one must do, and I want to be useful. I want to save the people of Mayhem, and as I know of, I feel it's something I must do. I know the roads, so I'll be fine. I meet you all in Prush. Good luck, everybody. Lastly, Rura, I'm sorry. I lied to you, and I hope you would forgive me. It hurts to do this, but this must be what my sister did to me back then. I think I understand why she did this. I hope you would too, from Alar."
Great.
So, everyone wakes up. Do you all head downstairs?
Can
Yep.
we actually start cutting it? Because I'm getting too tired to be.
We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Okay?
Okay.
So, on this, to
Strange.
speed things along because someone is getting a little tired, I'm going to move everyone downstairs and say, you're all awake. Rura, when you're ready, tell them about the letter.
So yeah, Rura looks a little upset and thoughtful as she just kind of told them briefly, what happened, and she read the letter out loud to everybody.
She won't last a day in Prush.
Now we got a bigger problem.
All right. Well, seems
Huh?
like we got to wrap up. Seems like we got to wrap up these two things we got on our to-do list and then head over to Prosh as soon as possible.
So,
Yeah.
at that point, the doors slam open
Oh, what now?
and Law walks in.
Law?
Law?
Hello?
So, I read the letter. You want to meet face to face.
I didn't really think you'd get here that quickly.
Well,
Gazera
sorry, go ahead.
looks to Alex. What letter?
I just wanted to talk to him, man to man, that's all.
Well, that's going to have to be on hold for a little bit. We got bigger issues on hand.
Yeah,
Oh.
Alaw's missing.
Oh, I'm already too late then.
She is heading towards Porsche.
Which, I reiterate, she will not last a day in. I'm sure she can get there just fine.
No, I don't know about that too much. Her sister had another dream last night, or a few nights ago, honestly. And, well, she's in a caged room full of mirrors.
Mirrors?
Oh,
And
That
that is
was-
where we're ending it.
bad.
Okay, let's end it.
And that's where we're ending.
Mm.
You just had to end it off on a cliffhanger.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
So, thank you all for coming. And hope you enjoyed this little longer bit of an episode. But yeah, everyone could actually make it a little longer. So we were able to end off on this point. Yay! Next episode is going to be fun. So, thank you all for coming.
You seem to say that every time.
Am I wrong though? Am I wrong?
Not really.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, thank you for sharing time with us as viewers.
So, thank you all for coming and tuning in. See you next week. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
darkest fear.